In the words of the late Hall of Fame broadcaster Mike Lane, I'll meet you in the schoolyard, baby, for all the marbles. The puck is down. Game 7 of the Copeland Cup final is underway from Countryside Arena. McCartney down low, gets around him and looking for bodies in front. Gets it to Jacob Signoretti, across from McLean. Lots of room to shoot, and he does! Deflected! Oh! It's loose, and it was behind Buoyed, but it stays out. Man, oh man, what a tip in front by the Cubs, and they almost get the game's first goal.
The kind of circle, which they like to do so much around that power. At least that's what we're seeing early.
Face off to the left of Buoyed, won by Sudbury. Here's Lucas Signoretti, pulls to Trigger, it's blocked, rebound! They score! Dax Klinkhammer follows home the rebound. Sudbury on the power play gets the first goal of the evening.
No surprise, Sudbury's power play absolutely lethal. Klinkhammer, key to that one, getting rid of the puck the moment it hit his stick. We see here Signoretti, nice job just to put a puck on net.
Paquette on the backhand with 8:20 to go in the first period. 1-0 Cubs lead on Klinkhammer's 9th of the postseason. Paquette, his point shot, whistles well wide of the net, rebound picked up, it's thrown in front!
Oh, nice.
Chartier gets a pad across it somehow, keeps it out, and now the net becomes dislodged. He's actually got his stick. I thought he was the one that lost it, but it looks like Noah Cohen's actually lost his twig.
Oh.
And a big hit in the corner. Look out, the official unintentionally run into by Michael McLean, and hopefully Matt Davey is okay. The first period, Sudbury still up by 1. Backhand pass, a good one for Boswell. Drops it off, Patterson, another drop off, Como's open, he shoots, glove save by Chartier, and he will hold on for the rebound, and now Lucas Signoretti with a cross check up high on Tyler Patterson, and that's going to be a penalty, and a costly one at that, for the Greater Sudbury sniper, Lucas Signoretti. Como back over to Veilleux. Veilleux switches spots, Veilleux waiting, shooting, that one deflecting just wide. Minute left to go in the Lucas Signoretti penalty. Boswell walking in, bottom of the faceoff circle, gets it down low. Como, Shelley-Law, big save, rebound, score! Matthew Como on the power play with 55 seconds left in the 5-on-3. This game is tied at 1 with 1:03 left in the period.
Yeah, Sudbury dug themselves a hole and they could not get out of, and Hearst takes advantage of it there. Really not much of a chance for goaltender Chartier on that one.
20 seconds left in the power play now for Sudbury as we're a minute deep into period 2. Newton through the middle to the left side, Signoretti. Newton going to the net, drop pass, one-timer, Klinkhammer didn't quite get all of it. Newton on the rebound, in front, they score! Noah Cohen taps it in with 6 seconds left on the power play. It's another special teams goal for Sudbury, and it's 2-1, 1:10 into the period.
Great positioning by Noah Cohen. Good job by the Cubs to gain the zone. Nice passing around there. And again, just kind of got himself on the inside, as you talked about with Como.
That would be Northern Manitoba and Edmundston. That'd be kind of funny.
That'd be like you have a game that's a whiteout.
Oh, jeez. Here's a pass in front. Shake scores! In his final game, Cameron Shakes has given Sudbury their first multi-goal lead of the evening. You couldn't write a better story.
And I'm just sorry, I'm trying to pick up the assist. Is it a Sinaway on the assist?
It might very well have been.
Yeah, it was. It was. Off in the corner here, there's the Sinaway.
That's twice now Sudbury has failed to clear the defensive zone. Big hit along the half wall. And was that Lucas Antonioni? Indeed it was. He has been a wrecking ball in this championship series. Bouchard picked up, loose on the side, they score! Bronson Babiak follows home the rebound on a Cubs misplay, and the Jacks back to within 1.
And that one will not make Daryl Moxham happy. The Cubs had 2 good chances to clear the puck. Ryan Rubik had one initially. Now it would have required him to be really keenly aware.
Pass comes back in front, Lincoln Moore on the pickoff, ahead for Newton. Sudbury might have numbers. They do have numbers. It's a 3-on-2. Newton, here's Horgan walking in. He
what a play.
Scores! Spencer Horgan restores the 2-goal lead.
And Thomas, you nailed it. As they were coming through the neutral zone, you could see the numbers, and not just numbers, but numbers with extremely talented offensive players that know what to do with it. The key is the separation those guys get.
And starting to make a little bit of noise here. Here comes Nolan Newton in the zone, right side. Newton's got room to the net. He's taking it around the back of the cage. Out in front, here's Lincoln Moore with a chance. Save made, Villan scores! Alexandra Villan has given Sudbury a 3-goal lead.
And picking a perfect time to bury it, to say the least, Thomas.
Pass comes back out in front. Fresh off the bench, it's Hinman across. Paquette pulls the trigger. What a block from Klinkhammer. Paquette right back on it though. Lots of bodies in front. Oh, they score! I thought Churchy got a piece of it, but Aiden Kaelin brings Hearst back to within 2.
I'm sure Carson Chartier was sitting saying, okay, why are there 2 white jerseys with nobody blue around? And it was unfortunate because it was only a few seconds after Dax Klinkhammer made the prototypical old shot block. See, we see it there.
By the way, shots in the second were 12-10 for Hearst. Here goes Samuel Asinaway, one-on-one with Paquette. Asinaway towards the goal! Oh, what a save by Owen Bontheus! One of the best of this series. And Hearst will look to take advantage. Damian Bardol and Lemoyne the other way. McLean takes up hard into the boards. Bardol and Lemoyne goes down hard as McLean shuts him down behind the goal. Kept in by Miller, but he puts his own team back to the neutral zone. Sudbury looking to take advantage. Cohen gets around his man with Klinkhammer to the net. Cohen, Klinkhammer! Henry Wallet with the biggest play of the series. Stick lifts his man. McCartney in front. Bontheus holds on. Saucer back. Lookout takes a wild bounce, but Churchy was paying attention and got a stick on it, but now the Cubs have turned it over. Kaelin back to the slot. Long range shot just goes right. Churchy out of position. Oh, man! Carson Churchy out of position. Dives across and saves the game with 8:35 left with one of the saves of the playoffs. On the back of the net it goes. Everyone hanging on to the edge of their seats here in the late stages. Aidan McCartney the other way. McCartney with Cohen. Another breakaway.
Oh! What a pass by Aidan McCartney.
Noah Cohen with potentially the biggest goal of your life. But hold the phone. The officials are talking things over. Are they going to call this offside?
Okay, let's have a look.
Officials are talking things over.
They can't go to the video.
This is a massive point in the game.
We're getting, fans are asking, it's not really under review. They don't have a goal under review process. It is the officials. They just want to, what they want to do is say, is there anybody that's absolutely positive that it's offside, in which case they might overrule it? Well, it's a tough one.
This is a huge call in the game. It either puts Sudbury up by 2 or Hearst is still within 1. We're about to get a decision. No goal! They bring it back! Oh, Daryl Moxham is hot! Oh my goodness!
Timeout, Hearst, as we expect.
Woo. Woo-hoo. We promised you an instant classic, and boy howdy, are people getting their money's worth tonight, Mr. Pascal. Here is the scenario. 1:43 left in regulation. Net empty at the Hearst end, 6-on-5. Just content to try and do it, throw it to the line. Here's Schoenlaw, his shot deflected just wide. Well, that throws the rebound back to the line. Boswell holds it in, trying to throw it towards the net, picked off. Lincoln Moore for Klinkhammer. Dex Klinkhammer to seal the championship, and he does! Dex Klinkhammer has scored! It's 6 for Sudbury with 37 seconds left in regulation. The Cubs are on the verge of a repeat at Countryside Arena. 10 seconds left. History has repeated itself. Greater Sudbury has won back-to-back NOJHL championships for the first time in over 30 years. For a second year in a row, Greater Sudbury will represent Northern Ontario. They are the NOJHL champions for a second straight year. What a finish! The number 1 team in the regular season is the number 1 team in 2025. It had to be destiny. It had to be fate. And the Cubs, with their greatest season in many a decades, has done it here tonight.
So it is Lucas Signoretti that has been named as playoff MVP. I don't think a big shock there. There were a few, certainly a few other choices, but Lucas Signoretti, of course. Hard to ignore. The numbers that he puts up are absolutely prolific. Credit to the Sudbury Cubs. They were able to do it repeating as NOJHL champs. And there it is. I'm sure tonight will be a late one for these young lads and probably some of the coaching staff as well, and deservingly so, as they get ready to go represent the league in Calgary.
NOJHL playoff highlights are brought to you by BrokerLink Auto, Home, and Business Insurance. BrokerLink, life is confusing. Your insurance shouldn't be.